Hey guys, Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana today with episode number 15 on this Friday morning. Explore the card. Today we're taking a close look at this 1998 Metal Universe Lynch Pins that you can see on your screen right here. As we do every Friday, this is episode number 15. If you haven't seen the first 14 episodes, do me a favor and check back and go check out the playlist. I've got an Explore the Card playlist where we're trying to build a library of these cards. If you're new to the channel or new to these episodes, go back and check out 1 through 14. You never know, you might see one of your cards in there or a card that you're interested in finding. Also, stay tuned till the end of the video because what we do each video is compare this card to other like value cards in PSA 10 condition. And then we ask, which card would you prefer out of these 4 cards, including the Lynch Pins. So make sure you stay tuned towards the end of the episode so we can get a good comment session going on that and I don't know, just talk about the card a little bit more and where it fits in the grand scheme of things for Jordan collectors. So as we always do with Explore the Card, the first thing we're going to do is take a quick look here at the trading card database set itself. This is a 1998-99 Metal Universe. The base set is 125 cards. Cards number 124 and 125 are checklists. As far as I can tell, the cards appear in no particular order. It's not team alphabetical or alphabetical, which was traditionally the case back in the 90s. This set is just 123 cards. To me, it looks like they're in random order. Not randomly, Michael Jordan is the first card. The big rookies in this year are Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, Dirk Nowitzki. There's a couple other rookies out there. I don't want to offend any player collectors who collect those rookies, but Vince, Pierce, and Dirk are the 3 big dogs. Ironically, none of them appear in this 1998 Metal Universe base set 1 through 123. Card number 1, not coincidentally, is Michael Jordan. This is his base card, and I'm sure you will agree, that doesn't look like your ordinary base card. That's a beautiful card right there. Some of you may recognize this card from the Precious Metal Gem Parallel, which is an incredibly valuable 6-figure card. But this is the base card. This Jordan card number 1 from the base set is worth $2,200 in PSA 10. It is a pop 24. So that should give you some idea of how special this is as it pertains to base cards. So in you ultra modern collectors, when you hear base is bad or bases are high pop, not this one. $2,200 and pop 24. That's a monster. I don't own this card in my collection, but I sure would like to. So I'm on the lookout for that one. If we look at the insert sets here on Trading Card Database, you can see, you've got 6 insert sets. Big Ups is not super popular. I've never even heard of it, to be quite honest with you. I'm assuming Jordan's not included in there, or I would have heard of it. You've got your Lynch Pins, which we're going to talk about today. You've got Neophytes, which is some younger players only. We've got Planet Metal, which a lot of you may be familiar with. This is the die-cut version from 1998. The 1997 is probably the set you're more familiar with. The 1997 Metal Universe Planet Metal, which is the kind of the silver foil-y looking deal. Some of you may have seen the Jordan from that year. And then the last one, which is a little bit overlooked, but a pretty damn rare card, is 2 for me, 0 for you. Goofy, corny name from the 90s, but pretty rare insert to say the least. It's inserted 1 in 96 packs. The Planet Metal is 1 in 36 packs, and the Lynch Pins is a whopping 1 in 360 packs. That's not to pull the Jordan, that's to pull any Lynch Pin from the insert set. The parallel sets, as you can see down here, are monsters. It's the Gem Masters, which I'm not familiar with because there's only 123 in the world as far as I know. Those are 1 of 1 serial numbered cards. And then the other parallel set a lot of us are familiar with, and there's been a lot of talk about it lately, is the Precious Metal Gems. The Precious Metal Gems this year are serial numbered to 50, fellas. So 1997 PMGs, the reds are out of 90. They say 100, but there's 90 of them. The greens are out of 10. This year they have the Gem Masters 1 of 1, and then the Precious Metal Gems, which are numbered out of 50. Lynch Pins, let's take a look. Lynch Pins includes 10 players, which makes the Jordan 1 in 3,600 packs. If you wanted to rip sealed wax and try to snag that Jordan, Good luck. That is a lot of packs to rip. It would be fun as hell, but I don't think it would be a very fruitful endeavor. Of course, you'd get some other really good Lynch pins along the way. As you can see from looking at this list, Shaq, Kobe, KG, Grant Hill, Kemp, Van Horn, Antoine Walker, Jordan, Payton, and Tim Duncan. Really, depending on how you skin it, Van Horn and Antoine Walker are the only two dogs in the set. 6 out of the 10 are Hall of Famers, and the 2 that aren't have huge player collector bases out there, Sean Kemp and Grant Hill. So no slouches there. So really 8 out of the 10 Lynch pins are pretty relevant. The only way you'd be bummed out by pulling a 1 out of 360 card in this set would be if you pulled the Van Horn or the Antoine Walker, who never met a shot he did not like, regardless of his 3-point percentage. Next, I always like to be transparent. I just want to tell you what I own as far as this card goes. So I've got a link that I've created in my PWCC Vault. If you guys aren't familiar with the PWCC Vault, you better get familiar. It's a fantastic tool. And as I say that, I can't pull it up. There we go. So here's a beautiful picture in high definition of my Lynch pins. I only own the 8.5. It does have great centering. The corners are a little dinged, and you can even see some of the white here in the top left. So it's not a perfect card, and I didn't pay her a perfect price. So I own the 8.5 copy. The 9.5s fetch a big number, which we're about to look at. We always look at the pop and the prices, so we're about to check that out. But this is what I own, just so you guys always know where I'm coming from. Look, I'm going to hype damn near every Jordan card we see in these Explore the Card episodes. So whether I own it or not, I'm a huge fan of it. So like I think last week we did Fleer Team Leader. I don't own that card, but I was a big fan of that one, even though this is a much sexier card. That Explore the Card last week, Fleer Team Leader, was like, not nearly as aesthetically appealing as this Lynch pins. So let's talk a little bit about the card's description. So as you can see, this card, it's kind of got a purplish blue, dark black maybe background. It's got the meltdown type sparks, almost like somebody's welding that, that come in that Michael Jordan meltdown card that I think we did an Explore the Card episode on. So it's got that kind of emanating from the back, like outward from behind Jordan. So he's in the forefront. He's in his white uniform, wearing the 23. He's wearing the Concord 11s, probably, if not for the Jordan 1s, these would probably be the most iconic Jordan retros in existence. I'm not a sneakerhead anymore, but I know the Concord 11's got to be in the top 5 Jordans that have ever been produced. It looks like he's doing is, he's jabbing in with his right foot to create space, to do a step back, maybe to shoot his signature fadeaway. His name's in silver script across the middle, as well as the insert set name Lynch Pins right under it. It's kind of centered near his waist. The ball's in his left hand, so he's certainly got the defender where he wants him, probably creating about 4 feet of space to shoot that insane fadeaway that he developed late in his career. And this is '98, so this is when he was at his best as far as that fadeaway goes. As per the title, Lynch pins, there's these tiny little, these are not just black marks on the card. These are actually punched into the card. If you put your hand behind the card, you can see your hand through these tiny little Lynch pins. I am an idiot and a nut and an OCD weirdo, so I counted them. I counted 41 of them. That might not be right. It's kind of hard to see without having the card in your hand. It might be more than that. I don't know. But it's 40 to 50. So there's 40 to 50 little punched die, I guess you call them die cut little inserts that are punched in there in the shape of Lynch pins, emanating from Jordan in an outward fashion. So everything about this card is focused on Jordan, with everything else kind of exploding out from behind him. It really just makes for a visually appealing card. The back of the card, you can see they've got a close-up picture of MJ. The game's probably just ended and he's probably just dominated his opponent and he's got another win under his belt. But the Lynch pins, there you go. Same ones that we saw on the front, you can see them on the back. They're not going anywhere. It's card number 8 out of 10, guys. I always like to read the narrative. This narrative says, Mike, you're the cornerstone of one of the NBA's greatest dynasties. You let the game come to you, and boy, do you bring yourself to the game. We thank you. So another one of those kind of farewell tribute type backs that the guys on House of Jordans used to talk about. I really like this card. I like the succinct, short narrative on the back. It really is cool. So next, we're going to talk a little bit about each card, the population, the total graded, the percentage gem, the last sales price and things like that. I'm going to pull this up and put this on the screen for you because this will help. So you guys take a screenshot of this on your computer if you can, or just hold your phone up to the screen if you need to, or just click photo if you're watching this on your phone. This will be helpful information if you're looking to get into the Lynch Pins market and you want to know the price point for each grade. So as you can see on your screen, the numbers that really pop out are the PSA 10 and PSA 9 pop. I mean, honestly, that's the first thing that jumps out at me in this table. Pop 7 PSA 10, pop 7 PSA 9. That's paltry, y'all. If you're looking for this card in PSA 10, you're gonna be forking over a chunk of change. As you can see, the last one sold for $35,000 in a private sale. Only one has sold in the last year. It was that private sale. It's a 15% gem percentage, but the issue is the card is scarce. It's not the gem percentage that's scarce. It's not a 2% or 3% gem percentage. The damn card's scarce, and so only 46 have ever been graded by PSA, and that's in 1998. So that's 24 years ago. So in 24 years, a quarter century, 46 have been graded. That's pretty much 2 a year. That's not a lot. That's total graded. So seven gems. So maybe one gem PSA 10 every 3 years has been graded. I mean, those are crazy numbers. This is not grade scarcity. This is actually manufactured scarcity. That's a factor of 1 in every 3,600 packs. If we look at the BGS 9.5, you're looking at a little over a 25, a 28% gem percentage. That's actually pretty high. But again, less than 100 have ever been graded by BGS, and only 26 have gemmed BGS 9.5. The last 9.5, it is almost 4 times the pop of the PSA 10. So the last 9.5 sale was $10,100, and it was in the last year. Only one has sold in the last year, so that is your average. There's no percentage change on any of these up here. In this far right-hand column, I've got Pop Plus, and what that is, fellas, is that's how many have been added to that population in that grade since April. So we've had one of each, PSA 10, PSA 9, and BGS 9.5 added to the total population. And then you can see a lot of people have been taking their shot. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but 3 other people took a shot with BGS and they ended up with BGS 9s, which I'm sure they were not upset with because BGS 9 is a pretty damn good grade for this card, given its age and its characteristics and qualities. BGS, it looks like between 9 and 9.5 have 60 copies, PSA only 14. And for that reason, you're going to see a pretty hefty premium on these PSA 10 cards, and even the PSA 9 cards, which are almost, at the price of the BGS 9.5. But if we go to Card Ladder, we always, like to look at the graphs. These graphs are not going to be super helpful if we look at the last 2 years. But what I did want to show you was something really funny. So as I said, the last private sale was $35,000 right here. Card Ladder is one of the few data tracking resources out there that actually tracks vetted, confirmed private sales of cards, not on eBay. These are deals that take place, at card shows or on IG or Facebook or just somewhere in person. Not in an auction house, not MySlabs, not eBay. So 35,000 was the last private sale in April of last year. So about 8 months ago, something like that, 9-10 months ago. If we look at the all-time, the last sale before that was 2,800 in 2018. We always talk about that Cajun time machine. If we could crank that Cajun time machine up and go back in time and just go ahead and scoop up all of these Lynch Pins, wouldn't that be something? So this card jumped from 2,849 to 35,000. As you can see, that yields a pretty impressive growth rate from 2011 of 6,747%. So the next time one of your stockbroker friends tells you what Microsoft did since 2011, you can tell them to shove this Lynch Pins card up his ass, because sports cards over the last decade have outperformed damn near anything you can think of. But anyway, so I thought that was interesting that's the jump that card took. If we look at the same graph for BGS 9.5, it's pretty similar, 6,000% growth rate. So, just keep in mind, people are just now starting to realize that these are works of art, man. These cards, these low pop cards are works of art. If you want a 9.5 or a 10, 2 of them sold in the past year and one of them was at a private sale. This one here sold, let's see what this one sold at. The 9.5 sold on eBay at an auction for $10,000. I bought my 8.5. I think I can find you my purchase. Actually, I think that's me right there. I'm almost certain that's my card. Yep. If we go to view all sales and we go to Yeah, so if we click that, that's the exact same serial number as the card that I showed you. So that's when I bought my card for 5,400. I'm happy with it. If we go back and we look at that table again, mine's at 8.5, so mine's probably worth about what I paid for it. I'm just glad I have it. I am looking to upgrade. I'm just not looking to spend 35 grand on this particular card, nor do I have that in my sock right now that I can whip out in cash and make that happen. But anyway, so that's kind of the graph, and hopefully you guys get some usage out of this, and this helps you if you're one of those people that are looking to attack it. There are no BGS 10s. There are no black labels, thank God, because it would break the internet. The combined gem population, as we discussed, is 33 between PSA 10 and BGS 9.5. How often does it sell on the open market? We discussed that in gem condition. It has sold twice in the last year, but one of those was a private sale. So really, it's only sold one time between those two combined gems in the past year, and it was at eBay auction. Again, I can't stress enough, this is one of those cards, it's not grading scarcity, it is manufactured scarcity. So this is a rare card in raw condition, in 8.5, in 7, in 4, it doesn't matter. The card itself is raw. It's not just difficult to grade or condition sensitive. It is very, very rare. 140 have ever been graded, ever, by PSA and BGS. That's not a lot, especially when you consider, what ultra modern considers rare. Something serial numbered to 99 seems rare. Well, 140 of these have ever been graded in 24 years by PSA and BGS combined. Even in PSA 9, you're looking at a pop 7. So if you're a PSA only collector, I'm either or, but if you're a PSA only collector, good luck. You're going to come paying out of your ass to get one of these bad boys. What's on eBay? Let's look at it. Okay, so I've got plugged in 1988 Jordan Lynch Pins. I wanted to be as broad as possible. I get 5 results. There's a 9.5 that's absurdly overpriced here at $29,995. Maybe he's hoping somebody will message him and get a deal done off eBay. I don't know. Beautiful card, don't get me wrong, but a little bit steep there. Here's a raw one. I'm not aware of whether there are a lot of fake lynch pins out there. It seems like it would be a difficult card to fake given the punched in die cut lynch pin holes. This is a raw one if you're a gambler. We've got a BGS 9 right here. And then we've got a BGS authenticated for $29.99 that honestly, I looked at it a little bit. It looks like the condition's a little bit of an issue, but man, that's not far off. If you can move that guy down, that might be a candidate to buy, crack, and then resub to PSA and maybe get an 8. If you could somehow squeeze a 9 out of it, just having anything in a PSA slab, or maybe submit it to Beckett and get a BGS 9 might not be a bad move for any of you out there that are gamblers that like to do that stuff. I've done this on occasion. I've got a video coming up where we did it with a Shaquille O'Neal. I just bought I'm getting off topic, but I did the same thing with a Trae Young red number to 299 rookie card where I cracked the BGS 8.5 and it came back a PSA 9, made me about $700. So stuff like that happens. Here's another raw copy for $3,000. If you're asking me, I would probably pick up the one that's authenticated right here over this one if you can get them for the same price. But again, that's what we got under searching 1998 Jordan Lynch Pins. If we look at buying boxes, if you're the gambler type and you want to go rip some wax or just have some fun, you've got one that's ending in 13 hours. By the time you guys see this episode, it will be long gone. So you can go search eBay comps and on Card Ladder and sales history and see what this box sold for. And you've got a couple options for boxes. Just remember, not all the boxes are the same. This is the hobby box. That's what it looks like. This one's a little bit different box. I'm not familiar with the sealed wax products, but some of these are hobby here. Yep, that's hobby, but this is the weird looking different one. This is a totally different box. It's a retail box. I don't even know they made retail. Again, I'm not an expert on everything, so I'm just trying to pass along information. And then here's a box that looks completely different from all the other ones, which is 20 packs. Anyway, that's out there if you guys are interested in doing stuff like that. If you've got Nat Turner money, go for it. I'd like you to send me a video of what you pull because it's just fun to watch those things. As we talked about, I own the 8.5. We always talk about what do I own? What do I want? Am I looking to buy, sell, or hold? I'm looking to buy. I want to upgrade, but I don't want to go from a BGS 8.5 to a BGS 9. I want to go to a PSA 9 or a PSA 10 or a BGS. Really, honestly, my sweet spot would be BGS 9.5. I wouldn't be surprised if I just consolidated, sold some stuff, and tried to make a move at that 9.5. I think the premium on the 10, for the first time, I'm going to say it might be warranted because the pop is so disparate between the PSA 10 7, PSA 10 is a pop 7, and the BGS 9.5 is pop 26. So that difference in value might be justified for maybe the first time ever. So I'm probably looking in this BGS 9.5 range if I was ever going to do anything. That's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments. If any of you guys own this card, comment below and let anybody know. And if you're looking to sell it, put it in the comments. Or if you're looking to buy, put it in the comments. I really wish you guys would comment a little bit more, just so we can get some good back and forth and good banter going amongst us Jordan collectors and interested Jordan collectors who are not yet there. So we always categorize these cards into, PSA 10, BGS 9.5, PSA 9, BGS 9, and then we kind of figure out where are they. I've got the way that I separate it is anything 5,000 and below is low end, anything 5,000 to 10,000 is mid end, anything 10 to 20 is high end, and then anything over 20 is grail. In PSA 10, as you can see on the screen, this card is easily in the grail category. In 9.5, it's in the high end category. In PSA 9, it's in the mid for now, but I think it's probably pushing high end. I think the next PSA 9 you see, we haven't seen one in a year, so the next one you see is probably going to be over 10. And then in BGS 9, it's squarely in the mid. So you're looking between 5 and 10,000. There is a highest sale ever of 13,000, but that was during the 2021 bubble, so we're not going to count it. This card's probably a $6,000 to $9,000 card in BGS 9 condition, if I had to guess. What are some similar cards in the same price range in PSA 10? Well, I'm glad you asked. We've got 3 of them, as we do every week on our Explore the Card episodes. Number 1 is the Noise Boys PSA 10. As you can see, Card Ladder's got it. It just sold actually a few weeks ago, so Card Ladder's got it at about 34 grand. That's about the same as the PSA 10 Lynch Pins. We've got the 1987 sticker right at 35 grand. Another one that just sold a couple weeks ago, down here for 35. That one's pretty steady between 35 and 40. And then another card in a similar price range is the 1997 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection. Now this one's a little different because it hasn't sold since 2017. So this is a Card Ladder going out on a limb. You can see it's got a 1 bar in the confidence meter, but Card Ladder estimates it's about a $35,000 card. Like I said, this card hasn't sold in 5 years. So 4.5 years. So let me know in the comments. I'm curious, which order would you want these 4 cards? The Flair Showcase Legacy Collection, which has been real hot lately, row 0, it's numbered to 100. The 87 Jordan sticker, that's a pop 24. The Noise Boys, that's a pop 23. Or this Lynch Pins PSA 10, which is a pop 7. Even though the Lynch Pins is the lowest pop, my order would be 97 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection, just because it's serial numbered to 100. That would be my number 1. So this is where I'm going with number 1, even though it's a pop 16. It hasn't sold in 4 years, and there's a reason. Next, I would go with the Noise Boys PSA 10. I own this card in the BGS 9.5 condition, so I would obviously jump on the Lynch Pins before I would jump on upgrading the Noise Boys, since I already own one. But just generally speaking, as an objective standpoint, I would put this one next in line. I would put our Lynch Pins here third in line, and then I would put the 87 Fleer sticker, which is still only a pop 24. That is not a manufactured scarcity card. That is a grade scarcity card, right? Because if we go look at like the PSA 9s, there's 644, and the PSA 8s, there's a bazillion, right? So this is the example of a grading scarcity creating a low pop. The Lynch Pins is an example of a just straight up impossible to pull out of a pack odds, what we call manufactured scarcity. So let me know your order. That's my order. Let me know what you guys think. On the scale of 1 to 10, I always like to rank this on the Cajun Cardboard's scale of relevance between 1 and 10. I rank this card as an 8. I don't want to give it, nine qualities, because then you're starting to get into like, some, precious metal stuff and some big time stuff. If a PMG green is a 10, and one of one masterpieces are 10s, that means PMG reds are 9s, which means you're not getting there with these Lynch Pin cards or any of the cards that we looked at today. So this is a square solid 8 out of 10 on my Jordan Cardboard, Cajun Cardboard scale of relevance. Let me know what you think, where you would rank it on the on a scale of 1 to 10. If PMG greens are 10 and masterpieces are 10, where would you put this card on your scale if it was 1 to 10 like mine? The other thing is, I always want to thank my sources and my sites here. So I want to thank Trading Card Database, Card Ladder, which is invaluable. I'm about to put out a little tutorial on just some of the cool features that you can find on Card Ladder. It's my data pricing tool of choice. I really like it. I really trust it. It's growing. It's adding features every day. In fact, I just found the shop feature added the other day. I don't know where I was when that was added, but it's absolutely insane. You've got, trading card database. What are we talking about? Basketball card reference. Those are just some of the ones that I use to generate these episodes for you guys. So thank you to all of them for allowing me to use those sites. I'm not endorsed by anybody, period. I don't get paid by anybody. PWCC is another big one that I highly endorse. I'm highly in favor of. I highly recommend it. And I use their services, all of them, Vault, Marketplace, Weekly, Premier, all of them. I buy and sell, but I'm not paid by any of these people. I don't make any money from any of these people. So I just want to make that clear. If I am endorsing something, it's because I enjoy using it or I find utility in using these products. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind, click one of these videos that you're about to see on this end screen and go find a cool video looking at some of the top 10 cards that I have. I think I'm going to include a couple of those on the end screen. So just if you want a nice short quick video looking at my top 10 De'Aaron Fox cards or my top 10 Giannis cards, go check those out. Tons of Jordan content coming. I know I've leaned a little bit towards ultra modern and investing type stuff lately because that's been kind of what's going on, but a lot more Jordan stuff coming other than these episodes. Every Friday, you're going to get one of these Explore the Card episodes. Every single Monday, you are going to get a PWCC Weekly Auction recap and a PWCC 5 steals from the PWCC Weekly Auction recap. Every Thursday, you're going to get a PWCC Weekly Auction preview. Every Friday, you're getting an Explore the Card episode, and then I'm going to sprinkle in some stuff, maybe one or two other videos a week, just fun stuff, interesting stuff that's current in the hobby during the week. So thank you for those of you who have subscribed. If you haven't and you've watched this far, you got to subscribe for me. If you're a subscriber and you think my content's good, if you don't mind, do me a huge favor, just cut and paste the link. Text it to 2 or 3 or 4 or 27 of your buddies and ask them to subscribe. There are people in Louisiana who collect cards and speak English. I'm one of them. I'm proof. We do exist. But thanks again, guys, for watching. Stay tuned. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. And peace.